Let's get real, lobbyists have a reputation problem. They're often portrayed as shadowy figures manipulating politicians over expensive dinners. But what do they actually do? And are they really the scum of the earth, as some critics say, or just misunderstood advocates for important causes? Let's break down their role, their tactics, and the controversy surrounding them. 1. What is a lobbyist? In simple terms, a lobbyist is someone who tries to influence government decisions on behalf of a client. This client could be 1. A corporation, think oil companies, tech giants, etc. 2. A non-profit, e.g., human rights organizations. 3. A trade group, e.g., farmers, teachers, healthcare providers. Lobbyists meet with lawmakers, testify at hearings, and provide information designed to shape policy. Sometimes they offer valuable insights, and sometimes they offer donations, disguised as campaign contributions. They're just here to help themselves to a slice of democracy. 2. How lobbyists influence policy. Lobbyists use a variety of tools to sway decision makers, including 1. Information sharing. Lobbyists often present research and data to policymakers. 1. Of course, it's often cherry-picked to support their agenda. 2. Campaign contributions. While direct bribery is illegal, donating to campaigns is perfectly legal and highly effective. 3. Relationship building. Lobbyists schmooze with politicians to build trust and rapport, sometimes over steak dinners and rounds of golf. Example, a pharmaceutical lobby might push for looser regulations on drug pricing, while a non-profit might lobby for increased funding for healthcare access. Both are lobbying, but with very different motives. 3. The good side of lobbying. Not all lobbying is evil. Some lobbyists advocate for public interest causes, such as 1. Environmental protection. 2. Healthcare reform. 3. Education funding. These advocates push for policies that benefit society as a whole. Without them, corporate lobbyists would dominate the conversation even more than they already do. Real-life example, in the 1990s, activists successfully lobbied for legislation to combat tobacco advertising aimed at children. This helped reduce youth smoking rates. 4. The bad and ugly side of lobbying. Of course, lobbying can also lead to corruption and unfair advantages for the wealthy and powerful. Common criticisms. 1. Corporate influence. Major corporations spend millions on lobbying to protect their profits, often at the expense of public welfare. 2. Policy capture. In extreme cases, entire industries can capture regulatory agencies meant to oversee them, e.g., financial regulations after the 2008 crisis. 3. Revolving door. Many lobbyists are former politicians or government officials who use their insider connections to influence policy. Example, lobbyists for the fossil fuel industry have been accused of delaying climate change legislation by funding misleading studies and pressuring lawmakers. The system isn't broken, it's working exactly the way they designed it. 5. Why do people fall for lobbyist influence? Even intelligent, well-meaning politicians can be influenced by lobbyists because 1. Information asymmetry. Politicians rely on experts, including lobbyists, for data and policy advice. 2. Cognitive bias. Familiarity breeds trust. 2. A politician who frequently interacts with a lobbyist may subconsciously favor their perspective. 3. Campaign pressure. Lobbyists often represent powerful donors who can make or break a political career. It's like shopping for advice at a marketplace where every vendor insists their product is the secret to happiness, and they also happen to control your paycheck. 6. Should lobbying be reformed? Many critics argue that lobbying should be more transparent and accountable. Here are some potential reforms. 1. Stricter disclosure rules. Require lobbyists to disclose meetings, contributions, and the policies they're pushing. 2. Limits on campaign contributions. Reduce the influence of money in politics by capping donations. 3. Ban the revolving door. Prevent former government officials from becoming lobbyists for a set period after leaving office. These changes could help level the playing field, ensuring that public interest advocates have a fair chance against corporate giants. 7. Are all lobbyists scum of the earth? Here's the truth, lobbyists are neither saints nor devils. They're a reflection of the system they operate within. Some fight for justice and equality, while others exploit loopholes for profit. The real question isn't whether lobbyists are good or bad, it's whether the rules of the game promote fairness and transparency. If you're expecting politicians and lobbyists to fix the system, you've got another thing coming. They like it just the way it is. Conclusion: lobbyists play a significant role in shaping public policy. While their influence can lead to both positive and negative outcomes, it's up to citizens and lawmakers to push for reforms that promote transparency and accountability. What's your take on lobbying? Are lobbyists heroes, villains, or somewhere in between? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more insights on politics, policy, and power.